राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय 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 राम ओम। श्री राम जय जय राम जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय
राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम। श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम ओम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम 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 श्री राम जय 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 राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai 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 Jai Ram Om Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram 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 Jai Jai Ram Om
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om.
Hari Om Swamiji.
Hari Om, Hari Om. Yes.
You're on mute. Mute.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. I have done it
Oh,
now.
you've done it, sorry.
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. 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 Shri Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Om. 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 Before we enter into the topic, we will also share some thoughts about the importance of the day. Today is our dear and revered Nalniyamma's 13th day after he dropped to the body. There is a special bhajan and a good number of devotees had assembled. At that time we shared, among what we shared, we will just also share with you. Today marks the 13th day since our dear and revered Nalniyamma shed the mortal coil. As a Mahatma once said, life should not be like that of a worm, born and died without leaving a trace. Instead, we must leave behind a legacy of ethical and moral values that continue to inspire even after our departure. If we remember right, Swami Vivekananda said these words, that we should leave a milestone. Even if we pass that milestone ever stands. Similarly, whatever may be our preoccupations, we should ensure that our life leaves a mark, not by any publicity or anything that we understand today, but purely because of the exemplary life we live, the me too, we life. We remember. Even if they have dropped the body, when God made us to come in contact with such inspiring souls, wherever we are, in our lifetime we can remember many, many such souls. They stand out in our memories. That is what is needed. So he said, instead we must leave behind a legacy of ethical moral values that continue to inspire even after our departure. Nalini belongs to this category of souls. She did not change her name, dress, lifestyle, yet she lived as a true renunciate. Detached in spirit, yet a loving mother to one and all. When she hears somebody is not well or in distress, she identifies her totally with that person and does what all can be done for them. Her presence remains alive in our hearts, a guiding light in the form of remembrance. On this day, with deep reverence, we mentally prostrate and touch her holy feet, praying for her blessings. May something of her noble life take root within us, shaping our own journey towards truth and love. Because many, today when we were sharing these thoughts, many episodes came in our mind. Whenever she happens to know somebody needs something, she will take all the pains to walk, come to our room, even many a times in Sadhana Kudir, and she will be upset. Easily she will become upset. Then we have to tell, don't worry, we will take care, we will do that. But many a times we used to say, why my Nalini takes upon herself this? It is all right, she has to suggest, we will try to do. But no, total identification will be there. That is because, she becomes one with them. The truest form of love. And a total renunciate we keep on remembering, because at no time, we were remembering. Now it is more than 37 years when we came here almost on a permanent basis. Initially for the first 2-3 years we may be going for 15 days or 10 days in a month. But this 37 years, there have been many occasions when we know her very closely. And after Swamiji fell sick, it became, more and more often we used to meet, or she will come to us for somebody's. Nothing for her. That's what we know. Nothing for her. She has not sold one item for her. But she will come for somebody's. She was satisfied with that 2 or 3 white saris, that's all. On some birthdays, she used to go and lock in a room so that nobody should come and say that it was a birthday celebration, all those things. So many such things well up in her. How self-effacing to the total. Fully contented and fullness is there. That's why she is not asking anything. Such a life. A refined life. We are talking about refining. A refined life. Where the me and mine is almost nil. Because never she asked anything. We also remember Siddhanta Swamiji telling us, when we came here, she was outside. They had their ancestral property where she was taking care of her mother Shantiaka, and they used to come, she used to take to ashram almost every day or once in 2-3 days. In the wheelchair, she herself will come. And as soon as Shantiaka passed away, she told we would move to Anandashram. Otherwise, Siddhanta Swami, Sri Ram Swami used to come here by 5, before 5 o'clock he will come with the flask, And then when Jay moved, Siddhanta Swami himself told me that Nalniyamma said, nothing we will take from the ancestral home. Normally we will have some sentimental attachment towards many things, but even that was absent. We are talking about 30 years or 32 years, 33 years back. Then she became one with the ashram life. Anyway, these are all the things which well up. Some instrumental cause should be there, then we get kindled. We remember. So we are praying. You are there in the form of remembrance in our heart. Please enable us to live something of what you have lived by making us to remember your life, so that the me and mine, the dominance of me and mine in us will get reduced, and it should become zero before we quit this world. These are all some of the thoughts which we wanted to share on this very auspicious day. Now coming back to our Gita talks, the day for yesterday we were talking about the 7th chapter. Yesterday also we talked, because 7th chapter, we would say that is the starting point in our spiritual journey. When Papa wanted us to go to this origin of ours and the world, we did not have any clue, how to. So the 7th chapter, yesterday we read out, there were about 7 or 10 slokas in Bhagavad Gita. I think for the sake of those who are attending for the first time, we will repeat that particular one. Very important for all of us. God, the original cause, the inseparable cause and effect, a profound truth. Without cause, there can be no effect. Effect is nothing but the cause taking in different forms. If the cause is removed, the effect ceases to exist, revealing its inherent nothingness. Thus the cause is ever present and concurrent with the effect. This is what we learn from our academic knowledge, Consider mud and pot. Without mud, pots cannot exist. A pot is nothing but mud shaped in different forms. If we take away the mud, what remains? Nothing. This proves that mud is the essence of all parts, inseparable, ever present. Now expand this truth to the vast creation. Without the subtle and mysterious power, the first cause, the supreme intelligence we call God, Atman, Brahman, nothing can exist. The entire creation is simply that infinite power manifesting in countless forms. If we remove this power, all existence dissolves into nothingness. Therefore, the divine essence is inherent, ever present in all that is. That is why nature and the intelligence behind all creature comforts have never assigned ownership. Air, sunlight, water, and the abundance of life are freely available to all. Yet, man, unaware of this fundamental truth, confines himself within a small circle of me and mine, leading to stress, conflict, and a loss of peace and bliss. Realizing this truth dissolves the illusion of separation and unveils the eternal harmony that pervades all. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, in a few shlokas, brings out this primordial cause in a simple manner. Chapter number 7, sloka number 6. Know that all living beings are manifested by these two energies of mind. I am the source of the entire creation, and into me it again dissolves. I am the pure fragrance of the earth, the brilliance in fire. I am the life force in all beings, and the penance of the ascetics. Know that I am the eternal seed of all beings. I am the intellect of the intelligent, the splendor of the glorious. I am the supreme goal of all living beings. I am also their sustainer, master, friend, witness, abode, shelter, friend. I am the origin, end, resting place of creation. I am the repository of the eternal seed. I am the origin of all creation. Everything proceeds from me. The wise who know this perfectly worship me with great faith and devotion. I am the Samaveda among the Vedas, Indra among the celestial God, among the senses I am the mind, among the living beings I am consciousness. O Arjuna, know me to be the beginning, middle and end of all creation. Among sciences I am the science of spirituality, and in debates I am the logical conclusion. I am the generating seed of all living beings. O Arjuna, no creature moving or non-moving can exist without me. My womb is the real Brahman. In it, I place the seed. From that, O Bharata, is the birth of all beings. It should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving father. So like that, he keeps on asserting that he is the beginning. Papa used to name it as the first cause. Yesterday we also read that letter. First cause. So we are all that first cause in different forms. That is why Papa asked us to go to our source. And that source we are not aware. And one more. Peace Pilgrim defines, it is the creative force, the sustaining power, that which motivates towards constant change, the overall intelligence which governs the universe by physical and spiritual law, truth, love, goodness, kindness, beauty, the ever-present, all-pervading essence or spirit, which binds everything in the universe together, gives life to everything. God is also expressive in the form of life force, awareness, absolute and fullness. Now it becomes clear that God is our original cause, as we were born as human beings because of the subtle and mysterious power. So, we are chanting the name of that power. So, Ramnam chanting is to link us. Papa's one word is there, unless you link yourself with the author of your being, your life is in vain. Unless you link yourself with the author of your being, the origin of your being. So that is why he has given us this Nam Dhyan Seva. So it is not for any spiritual discipline that we are chanting. We are trying to connect to the source from where we have all come. Probably that is why he made us to take up this Bhagavad Gita study. Because from Bhagavad Gita study only this became very clear to us. So then in the 8th chapter talks about death. Because when we have got birth, death is certain. So before the death take place, if we are in a position to tutor our mind, that it is from him that we have come, we have no separate existence bereft of him. If we try to remember him through chanting, bringing in the seva activities, bringing in the dhyana activities, at the time of our leaving, this God dimension will be more dominating in our mind. Though our physical trouble, emotional disturbance, everything will be there, but this will have its own influence, impact on us. So that is what Lord says, those who remember me at the time of leaving will come back to me, sure, he is assured. From there we go to the 9th. 9th chapter probably offers us a easy method. It's not easy, a relatively easy method. This devotional aspect. Devotion means not devotion to a deity, no. Devotion toward the all-pervading reality. In handling everything. There is no compartment called spiritual and another compartment called mundane. So here, Papa's own words, it will be worth it. The 9th chapter deals with devotion upon knowledge. Knowledge by itself is not the highest goal, but devotion and love combined with the knowledge takes the soul to the highest perfection and consummation of life. Now devotion enabled the enlightened soul to go up straight and easily to the seat of immortality. Here the Lord distinctly says that there is no perfect liberation for the soul if he does not become the Bhakta of the Lord. Without knowing this, people come down again to the world of change and destruction. So here it is better to understand this. No? Devotion means everything is His. So when we handle anything, right from the minutest to the grossest to the holiest, whenever we handle anything, it should be done with this devotion. There is no separation. Whether at home, even we are folding our bed sheet, even when we are cleaning our vessel, even when we are sweeping or dusting, even when we take up big projects, either at home or in the office, or when we administer, or we take up any other social activities, anywhere and everywhere. Suppose we develop that. It has been given to him given by him to us. That is devotion. Everything has been given to us. A little bit of thinking, reflecting will reveal to us. Nothing is ours. So when He has given everything, we take it that we are handling Him only. When Mataji was often telling us, we did not understand. When she said everything is Papa, we did not understand. If you said, if you scold anybody, you are scolding Papa, we couldn't understand. Because to us, we did not know what she said by Papa. So here we are now trying. When we sit quietly and think about any object, any person, any situation, intellectually we will slowly try to realize that it has been ordained by Him. I fail, I forget, I pray to Him, please enable me to remember You. Even when I handle anything which is normally positive, even in the negative. So that is why Vinobaji used to say this chapter is a express highway, because it's safest. We can go like this, there won't be any obstruction at all, because there is nothing to obstruct us. Previously we were thinking this is spiritual discipline, this is mundane, these are all my obstacles. Now here everything is ruled out, Everything is here, the so-called obstacle, the so-called negatives, element, the so-called obstruction in our path. Everything has come from Him. He has ordained. In that beautiful quotation, Papa says, His will alone triumphs. So we may react based upon our previous, but in the shortest possible time, we must be able to now bring back, oh, it is His will. I am unable to accept it, but I know it is His will. That is the cream, essence of this chapter. Based upon that, we have worked out something. Krishna now reveals the supreme knowledge, the path of devotion as the easiest and highest form of spiritual refinement. Devotion purifies the heart, transforming love into an unbreakable connection with the divine. Right from leaving the chapel, there will be a conscious effort on our part to accept this. Nothing is irrelevant, nothing is unimportant, nothing is insignificant. No. Devotion comes out in the form. When devotion comes out, this will be the expressive form. What is it? Nothing is irrelevant, nothing is unimportant, nothing is insignificant. Nobody is irrelevant, nobody is unimportant, nobody is insignificant. This is devotion expressed in action, because everything has come from Him. Knowledge and a mind refined by love dissolves all doubts, merges effortlessly with the Supreme. Knowledge and action refine the mind, but devotion refines the heart, bringing immediate connection with God. Inexplicable. When you do anything perfectly, some joy wells up in your heart, For a fraction of a second, you get that. That is the one. Reward is the one. Anything and everything. Today, about 3 o'clock, somebody came and told me, nearly 1,300 people have taken food today. Joyously. Nalima brought these people, It's a joy. Because ashram does not have any publicity. To a limited people we send through WhatsApp. We don't normally send any invitation or anything like that. But those who have attended that, they should know that there is a 13, that's all. But then people started coming and we had everybody. And everybody, when they come and to take prasad, they will have one word about Nalima, something to say about Nalima. That is enough. That is the purpose of the day. So the knowledge and action refine the mind, but devotion refines the heart, bringing immediate connection with God. Krishna assures us that even the most fallen are uplifted through sincere devotion. Those who surrender completely are always protected by the divine. Refining faith removes fear, ensuring divine support in all aspects of life. Because here it's not faith in somebody says you have to believe. It is the truth, It's a verifiable truth. When I am suffering for oxygen, suddenly I remember how you have provided this oxygen for all. Anything and everything. We look at the sun, We look at the earth. We look at the space. We look at all the products of nature, without which we cannot survive. Krishna accepts even a simple leaf, flower or water if offered with love. That is why whenever we handle anything, this devotion should be there. It has been highlighted, Patram Pushpam Balam Dvayam. There is a sloga there. But the thing is, whatever we offer to anybody, Anybody. To us, it may not be possible for anybody, as many as possible. Whenever he provides an opportunity to give, we give it with love. No? This highlights that refinement is not about external ritual, but internal sincerity. Cultivating unshakable faith, trusting that divine grace guides every step, refines devotion. Recognizing that every experience is divine, deepens surrender. Offering all action, turning daily activities into offering purifies life. This is very important. Daily activities. Not any segregated activities, labeled activities. No. Sudama's offering. Sudama, a poor devotee, offered Krishna a handful of rice with pure love. In return, Krishna showered him with abundance, showing that a refined heart is the greatest offering. While returning from a tsunami-affected area in Tamil Nadu in December 2005, a member of the visiting team suddenly remembered his 10-year-old son's gift, a bundle of pencils for the children there. To their amazement, every pencil was sharpened and carefully cushioned to prevent breakage, allowing the children to use them immediately. Only then did they realize the boy's meticulous care and thoughtfulness. Remarkably, he came from an affluent background with no prior contact with the underprivileged. Puja, whole soul, you know. We were a witness to that. So any action that remembers, you know, even 2005, 20 years back this had happened. So it leaves a mark in our mind. God provides us such an opportunity to watch. Anything and everything, when you bring this dimension, it is full of love. Not only to the giver, not only to the taker, not only to, but also to the people who come to know of it. 9th chapter is that, Rajavidya Rajaguhya. So chapter 9 teaches that the highest refinement is devotion, where love and surrender transform every aspect of life into a divine experience. As Krishna assures, to those who are ever devoted, I carry what they lack and preserve what they have. I carry what they lack and preserve what they have. Ananya Chintayanto Mam Yajana Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhyuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamya is an oft quoted sloga of Bhagavad Gita. And Papa often quotes in his first book, In Quest of God, before everything starts, this sloga is there. So 9th chapter, the significance of 9th chapter is reminded to us when we take up this In Quest of God. And Papa's life was a testimony for that. No? Ananya Chintayanto Mam, with no other thought. When I bring him, he takes care of my yoga and Kshema. One interpretation is, yoga is spiritual advancement, Kshema is material welfare. Yoga is connecting myself with God. Kshema is, as long as I continue to live as an individual, whatever that is needed for its comfortable living, yoga kshema, yoga and kshema. So 9th chapter means if we remember this, he has assured us, all that we have to do is ananya chintayanto. We have to bring in that dimension, that's all. anything that we do. So we are praying, we are doing certain activities we remember, certain activities we don't remember. When we take the tirtha in the morning, when we take the flower in the morning, we definitely remember. But in all other activities, each one has to check up. Various seva activities we may be doing here. Are we? Or visiting devotees when they go out, when they transact with the world outside, have we been able to bring in this? We don't know. But this is the assurance he has given. You put a label, my name, I will take care. In anything and everything that you do. That is the 9th sloka. Everything exists in him, yet he transcends all. That means he is not to be limited to anything, Transcends all means he is not limited to anything and everything. Everything is his. Papa used to say in nothing is yours, he will say. Nothing is yours. Bah. How he keeps it alive in our mind. Nothing is yours. Everything is God's. Do not forget this. Nothing is yours. Everything is God's. Do not forget this. You have come from God. You are on your way to Him. These two lines, that enough, no? Nothing is yours, everything is God's. Do not forget this. So when we handle, we are handling His. You have come from God, you are on your way to Him. In Divine Life, aphorisms, that also appear, so that easy for us to remember. Big articles we may not be able to remember. So he has given it in a capsule form. So, where are we now? So 9. Then from there we move to the 10th. So here we saw two examples. One is Sudhama's, the other one is that boy is giving that pencil, no? Unless we all struggle, we all take pains, to bring some examples almost near to this will not go into us. Very important chapter, 7, 8, 9. Everything is His. Nothing, we don't take credit of anything. Please think about it. So whatever we handle, we should at least, mentally we feel. He has provided an opportunity, field he has been provided by, and he has given us the mindset to handle it. And what is to be shared with him, that is also given by him. If we bring these three dimensions, we have brought in the God dimension. We don't have to tom-tom. Mentally we will. Then from there we go to the 10th. Vibhuti Yoga, refining perception to see divine everywhere. Introduction, what Papa writes here. The 10th chapter begins with the idea of the highest supremacy and sovereignty of the Lord over all the lesser gods and rishis. Even these highly evolved souls cannot comprehend the mysterious way by which the Lord projects himself out of the universe and all its creatures and things, because the Lord is the infinite originator of even the gods and rishis. Here the Lord enumerates the various natures dominating the being whom he has evolved out of himself. The quality of pure reason, right knowledge, illumined wisdom, forgiveness, rectitude, self-control, tranquility, joy, pain, worldliness, unworldliness, fear, encourage, and also non-violence, harmony, contentment, piety, charity, honor, dishonor are the different kinds of nature in which all creatures appear in the world according to their respective karma originated from the Lord. When we keep on hammering this, our reactions to these will become tamed. Because we are trying to see the originator. It's a play, it's a play, it's a play. Very difficult initially to accept it. But it is the play. Behold divinity in every aspect of this world play. So our Rama chanting, if we can bring these dimensions, and please kindly enable me to accept these truths while you subject me to go through varied experiences. I find at times miserable. I find at times elated. I find I am belittled. I am insulted. I am ignored. All these things I feel. I should know that you are causing this. My intellect may say, I have not bargained for this. Even in my dream, I have not thought anything against that particular person or object. And why should I carry? All these things are normal. It is normal. But now, this 10th chapter makes us to think about it, behind anything and everything. The reason we don't know, that's all. A little bit of thinking, a little bit of reflection. We must have seen movies, we must have read novels, we must have seen serials. We know it is fiction, but still we enjoy, Think about it. There is a villain, there is a hero. There are so many things that are happening in that film or the novel. But we enjoy. Because everything is his play. The person who wrote the script, what is it called? Screenplay. Scriptwriter plus director. Everybody has contributors. First is scriptwriter also, he must have been the originator. And then he must have had in his mind, when he brings this, both negative and positive he will bring. Hero and villain, it will be there. We all know that. And we used to recommend also after reading, or seeing a movie, we will also recommend. We know it is a fiction. We have seen documentaries, that is okay. But we also see films. Now we start thinking. So when it is not affecting me, I enjoy it, no? When it affects me, I am upset. But at the same time, I am enjoying it. So if I develop an attitude to keep myself away from it, then everything is valid. Everything is valid. And many we remember, no, even what we have seen earlier, what we have read earlier. Now we take it, God made me to see that, God made me to look into this, because this particular aspect has to be impacted in my mind, so that is why He caused me in the form of a desire to see that. Think about it. So everything is valid, that is what is the thing. Nothing is invalid, everything is valid. The Lord's Devi Prakriti is the creative. Shakti first brought into existence the seven great rishis and about progenitors.
Can we say that I don't agree but I accept is the first step towards that? Can we say that I don't agree but I accept? Is it the first step?
Yeah. We may not be able to agree, but we know that it is His will. Now our prayer is, why don't you please make me to understand that it is a play? It's difficult for me to accept it as a play. I know at the heart of heart. And later on we realize, at that particular moment we may not be able to realize. Many things, if we go back to our own life in retrospect, we will find, it has got relevance, it has got relevance. Through many such things. Why did I behave like that? I don't know. Later on I found that I should not have behaved like that. So He is there behind it. There must be a reason. We find it difficult to accept it initially. But later on He makes us to accept it later. By going through the various aspects of life. That is why, today when we sit, we find. I used to share one experience here. Whenever we get any request for financial aid for house construction, at that time one of the ashram sevaks, they used to go and visit to see for themselves. So one day when one petition came, somebody went from here. After leaving the bike, he started walking to find out this address. So there was a thatched shed with a mud floor, and an old lady was sitting there. Somehow he was prompted to go and ask, which is this address? Then immediately, with all joy, she said, you go there, right? 4th or 5th house, they are suffering. You are coming from Anandashram. Please try to help them. So he went there. Actually, whatever they have written in the petition is 100% right. On his return, he was prompted to go and see the same old lady. You are also in a thatched shed, but you did not ask me. He said, I am happy here. I don't have anybody. Everything is okay. But they are having family, 3-4 people. They find it difficult. So they need help. And when he came and told me this, I was stunned. Here is a demonstration of the fullness, So God is making us to see that. Even in the midst of so-called negativity, she was not seeing it as a negative factor. There was no temptation in her heart that, you have come from Anandashram, please also help me, I have to remove it. No, I am happy. So then when we see such incident, then we try to accept, it is not a tall talk. It is something, inner refinement has taken place in her, where she feels she is absolutely contented happy. At the same time, concern for others, it is writ large in our mind. So 10th we will, So Krishna reveals how he manifests in various ways throughout the universe. By refining our perception, we can see divinity not just in temples, but in every aspect of life. The more we refine our awareness, the more we recognize the divine in everything. Krishna describes his presence in nature, virtues, wisdom, power. In this connection, we would strongly recommend Acharya Vinobaji's talks on Gita. Object by object, he has gone. When we read that, we each one is unique in its own way. 10th and 11th beautifully he has brought out. Refining perception helps us to see his presence beyond religious boundaries. The more we focus on the divine, the clearer his presence becomes. The refinement removes doubt, strengthens faith. Krishna assures that those who refine their devotion receive divine radiance. Every event and person is an opportunity to experience God's presence. Seeing the divine in our situation means, every event and person is an opportunity to experience God's presence. Initially, I may be able to see divinity only in drama, but later on I come to know he is also there in Ravana. Vinobaji used to say, a small photograph and an enlarged photograph. Contents are same, This is nice to look at. Now, if 11, what is it called?
Mobile.
11 or 12 or 13. Font. When I put 11 or 18, 18 you say wonderful, I can read it clear. But the contents are same,
Font size.
Font size. Whether it is small size or big size, it is the same. This I should know. Whether it is clear to me or not to me, something wrong with me, Nothing wrong with that. That is why he says, every event and every person is an opportunity to experience God's presence. Recognizing divine blessings refines the heart. So everywhere I see something, something glow, something splendor. First when we look at the garden, different types of flowers, different types of leaves, different but unique and very, very impressive. Same thing we have to apply to the human beings also. Each one is unique. So awareness of divine presence makes devotion effortless. Arun, a scientist, once saw God as mere belief, but through reflection he began seeing divine intelligence in nature's precision. His refined perception turned knowledge into devotion. During his itinerant days, beloved Papa Swami Ramdas, while walking, encountered a poorly dressed man who quickly moved aside upon seeing him. Later the man greeted someone with Ram Ram. When beloved Papa asked him why he was moving away, he said he was a pariah. Beloved Papa replied, but you are Ramdas's brother all the time. A man who has the name of Ram on the lips is superior to Brahmin. In the eyes of God, all are equal. This is mentioned in Thus Speaks Ramdas, first chapter, first page. He is there in equal entirety and perfection. He is there in entirety and perfection in everybody, in anything. So chapter 10 refines our perception to recognize the divine in all aspects. Seeing God everywhere dissolves doubt and strengthens devotion. Seeing His divine presence in qualities and attributes. First we First we see in quality, no? First we see in quality, then only I can understand. Initially you will see only wherever there is goodness. We have named, no? Goodness, greatness, magnificence, splendor. But later on we should know. When Papa said, you chant with the feeling that he is making you to chant, not that you are chanting. That is only simple word. But when we keep on reflecting, when we come to realize that these words are coming because of him, every act is coming because of him. Suppose he says you accept everything, it is difficult. But now he says you are chanting the name of God. Feel that he is making you to chant. By that, I slowly try to reflect, meditate. If he is making me to chant, he must be making me to see, to taste, to touch, to smell, to think. So everything is he. So instead of telling a broad this thing, comprehensive, Papa says when you chant, if you think that I am chanting, then you will never reach, even if you do for 100 years. But the moment you feel that he is making you to chant, you are moving towards him. The moment you feel that he is making you to chant. That's what he did. In such a short time he could do that, handing over the ownership of sense of doership from him to the power behind it. So that is the essence of 10th chapter. Let us see tomorrow. Each chapter now gives us some direction now. The process of refinement, how does it take place? So that the Gita study does not become intellectual exercise. It is directly related to our day-to-day life. Let us see when we complete this round, even in a shorter way, whether we can put it so that it stays with our mind. The 18 reminders, 18 reminders on the refining aspect. It should well up in our heart. Then we think about the anecdotes, examples, and that will slowly purify our mind, so that it is extended to anything and everything that we come across. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om
Shri Ram, Jai Ram.
Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram. Hari Om to everybody.
Namaskaram, Swami.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram, Swami.
Namaskaram.
Pranam, Swami.
See you. Hari Om, Maji, Hari Om. Hari Om.
सावित्री आंटी आपको हरिओम बोल रहे हैं। तांके चन प्या आंटी तांके प्या चन।
Hari Om.
Radhikala aunty saying we miss the ashram very much, Swamiji.
government